Hey guys, and welcome back for another short flow. Today's session is focusing on your hips and your shoulders. You're not actually going to need anything at all for today's session other than some space on the floor, a mat if you have one, and whenever you're ready, come and join me in a seated position in the center of your mat. And we'll just begin with a few warm-up exercises to begin, and then we've got a nice kind of, a bit of a different one today, a bit of a flow, a bit of a stretch, and some mobility and strength work in there as well. So just come to a seated position in your mat, get comfortable, and in your own time, just take 3 deep breaths. So you're breathing in through the nose, and then out through the mouth. And think about blowing out as if you're blowing through a straw. And when you take that deep inhale, think about sucking that breath all the way down into the base of your stomach. One last breath all the way in. And exhale. And then when you've done those 3 deep breaths, just slowly begin to roll your shoulders back and down. Maybe 5 circles backwards. And then 5 circles forwards. And when you've done 5 circles or so in each direction, we'll come back to center. Inhale as you lift and reach with your right hand up towards the ceiling. We're reaching up tall. Exhale as you reach all the way over to the left. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, see if you can reach further. One more deep breath all the way in. Exhale, see if you can reach a little bit further again. Inhale back to center and switch over the arms. So inhale to reach, really feel that stretch down the side of the body. Exhale as you reach all the way over and fold. One more deep breath all the way in. Reach further if you can. And then finally, one deep breath all the way in. Exhale, reach again. Inhale back to center. This time we're going to twist. So we're going to take right hand over to left knee. Inhale to lift. Exhale as you look over the left shoulder. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, reach further round if you can. One more deep breath, just like that. Exhale. And then inhale back to center. Switching sides now, so taking the left hand to the right knee. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale as you twist to look over the right shoulder. Take 2 deep breaths in. With every exhale, see if you can push a little further. And then inhale as you come gently back to center. And coming onto your hands and knees, take your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, and we're just going to do 5 cat-cows. So you're going to think about inhaling as you dip the stomach and lift the head, looking up towards the ceiling and squeezing those shoulder blades back and down. Exhaling to round through the spine, gently moving to the angry cat position, pressing the ground away, sucking the navel up towards the spine and pulling the shoulder blades apart. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. Just gently move from one position to the other. Taking a moment in that end position to feel the posture, to adjust, to align. And as you transition, think about moving vertebrae by vertebrae. So gently creating a spinal wave as you transition all the way through. The last one in each direction. Exhale. And then slowly return to neutral. So we're going to take the left foot outside of the left hand, coming into a low lunge variation. So just spend a moment or two just working into that hip area. Feel any tightnesses or niggles, maybe circle the knee. Keep reaching the heart forwards. It's very easy in these lunge positions to look down. If you think about lengthening your spine and extending through the heart forwards to the front of the mat, you'll find you'll get a much deeper stretch. And then when you're ready, we're keeping the right hand grounded, inhaling as we lift and reach with the left hand all the way to the front, palm facing up, And then as we exhale, sweep it over to the right. Inhale back to center, exhale to sweep. So 3 more just like that. And then when you've done 3 with the palm facing up, think about pressing the palm facing down. So reaching forwards again. As you inhale, palm facing down, exhale, sweep over to the right. So again, 5 with palm facing down. Last one. And then slowly return the hands, frame the foot. So we're going to pull back into a half splits position. So frame the foot, flex the toes back towards you, straighten that front leg and reach your heart, nose towards toes over that front leg as you exhale. If you want to, you can just limber through the pose if you want to. With every inhale, come forwards. And with every exhale, come back. Maybe do 3 or 4 limbers. And then gently just hold for another 2 breaths. Come back to that lunge position. Place the hands back down, step back with that knee or that foot, and we'll repeat on the other side. So right foot comes outside of right hand, sink into that lunge, have a little play with that hip. Feel any tightnesses or niggles in that area. Keep reaching that heart forwards. And then when you're ready, we're going to inhale as we do palm up, reaching forwards with the right hand. Exhale as you sweep it over to the left. Inhale back to center, exhale to sweep. So 5 each side or each way. Last one, palm facing up. And when you've done 5, palm facing up, reach forwards again and reset with palm facing down. Exhale, reach all the way over to the left. So you should feel the transfer of the stretch from the lower and mid waist up into the shoulder and the lat now with the palm facing down. Last one. Frame that front foot and we're coming back into that half splits position. So stretching that front leg, flexing the toes back towards you and reaching nose towards toes, folding the chest over that thigh. Take a couple of deep breaths. And then if you want to, just gently limber from one to the other, finding that stretch. Opening up those hamstrings, maybe 4 or 5 times. And then on that last one, just hold for a further 2 breaths. Slowly come all the way back forwards. Tuck the toes and press back to down facing dog. Just pedal out the feet. Open up the hips, the hamstrings, the calves and the ankles. And then just take a few pulses through the shoulders as well to open up the chest. And then when you're ready, just come down onto your knees and sit back toward your heels, but not all the way. We're coming into heart melting pose. So just take the hands slightly further forwards, reach the heart towards the floor. You can either do forehead to the floor or you can take your chin to the floor and come into full puppy pose if you prefer, wherever you want to be, yogi's choice. Take 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly come back up onto your hands and knees. Tuck your toes and press back to down facing dog. And we're going to take a vinyasa. So we're going to inhale as we roll forwards to high plank. Option to drop the knees if you need to. Exhale, low plank or knees, chest, chin. And then remove the hands from you. Take them down by your sides. Palms facing towards the floor. And we're going to inhale to lift into locust. So squeeze those back muscles, squeeze those glutes, squeeze those inner thighs. Exhale, release. Let everything come down to the floor and lift one more time. So inhale to lift. Exhale, release. Replace the hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes, press up into cobra, and then exhale as you press back to down facing dog. From here, we're just going to take a moment to pedal out the ankles and the calves again. And then when you're ready, we're going to inhale and roll forwards to plank. So option to drop to the knees to this if you need to. Option to keep the knees lifted. Brace that core, really press the ground away and think about pulling the shoulder blades apart so you're not winging through the upper back. We're then going to take the body weight all the way over onto the right side and swivel into a side plank on the right side. So option, knee to floor to support. Stack the feet, foot in front, behind, or if you want to get some strength work, lift the top leg and come into star plank. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release, and we'll take a vinyasa. So exhale, low plank or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, press up to cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes and press back to down facing dog. Of course, we're going to repeat that on the other side. So inhale as you roll forwards to high plank. Brace that core, suck the navel back towards the spine. Engage those inner thighs, and then we're taking the body weight over to the left. Swiveling over, using your knee if you need to. Finding that side plank, maybe even lifting that top leg. Bracing everything and holding for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release, swivel around into your normal plank, and then we'll take one last vinyasa. So exhale, low plank. Inhale, press up to cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes and press back to down facing dog. From here, you're going to bend the knees, look forwards, and you've got the option to step or hop to Uttanasana forward fold as you exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold deeper, and then inhale as you come all the way up. Extended Tadasana, palms together at the top. Exhale, sit back into chair and bring the hands to your heart. And this time you're going to take the left elbow over to the right knee, keeping those knees nice and straight. So if you find that your knees start to twist, think about pulling them back in line. So really pull that left hip back as you twist to look over the right. You can place the feet slightly closer together to help you get more of a grip on where your knees are. Take a nice deep breath in as you look over your right shoulder. Exhale, come to forward fold, and then inhale as we come all the way back up, palms together at the top, and we're going to repeat on the other side. So exhale, sit back into chair, right elbow goes to left knee, watch those knees, don't let them twist, so pull that right hip back as you look over the left shoulder. Take a nice deep breath all the way in, exhale, and then inhale as you come all the way up. Exhale, release, and reset at the front of your mat in Tadasana. From here, we're going to do our Surya Namaskar C with a warrior pose in the middle. So we're going to inhale to lift our hands up above our head. Exhale as we come all the way down into an Uttanasana forward fold. Option then to step or hop back into your plank and straight into Chaturanga or Vinyasa. So step or hop, plank, exhale all the way through and flip up into up dog or cobra, whichever you prefer. And then as we exhale, we'll all tuck our toes and press back to down facing dog. Once you've got to down facing dog, we're going to inhale to take our right leg up high to the sky. 3 leg down facing dog. Sorry, I'm going to switch over. So guys, take your left leg up so then you can see me, otherwise I'll be going the wrong way. So inhale as you take the left leg up high to the sky, 3 leg down facing dog. And then swing the leg through, plant it between the hands. Exhale, plant the back foot down at a 45-degree angle. And when you're ready, we're going to inhale as we windmill the arms up into warrior 2. So hips are parallel, open to the long edge of the mat. Arms are parallel to the floor. Sink down as you exhale into that warrior 2. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, release that back hand to the back leg. Inhale to lift and reach with that left hand up towards the ceiling. And then exhale as you reach back, reverse warrior. Inhale back to center, bringing that elbow as you exhale to the front knee. In, exhale to the knee, and then inhale as you reach over into side angle pose. Take a nice deep breath in, really keep squeezing those glutes, squeeze those inner thighs, press the ground away with your legs. And then inhale as you come all the way up, coming through into star pose, and then exhaling as we sit into goddess pose. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to inhale as we slide to the front of the mat, bringing our back foot in towards our ankle for tree pose. So ankle, calf, or inner thigh, wherever you feel you need to be. Exhale, bring hands to heart, palms together. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and then from here, you're going to come into dances if you prefer, or you can just simply keep the knee tucked, wherever you need to be. So option 1, tuck the knee, or if you want to come into dances, take the leg back, take the inside of the foot and catch it with the hand, and then lift and kick as you reach up with both hands into dancer's pose. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release, reset. And we'll repeat on the other side. So I'm going to go around the other way so I can see you while I do this. So coming to the front of your mat again, setting yourself up into Tadasana. Inhale as you lift and lengthen. Exhale as you come all the way down into your Uttanasana forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Exhale, fold deeper. And then on the next inhale, step or hop to plank and come through your Chaturanga or Vinyasa, yogi's choice. Exhale, we'll all meet back in that down facing dog. This time we're going to inhale to lift our right leg up high to the sky. 3 leg down facing dog. Swing the leg through, plant the back foot as we exhale, finding our warrior 1 or warrior 2, positioning with our feet. And when we're ready, we're going to inhale as we windmill the arms up and over into warrior 2. Hips are open to the long edge of the mat. Exhale as you sink toward the floor. Arms are parallel to the floor, eye gaze is over your front fingertips. Take a nice deep breath in, press through the feet, brace those inner thighs, squeeze that core. Exhale, release that back hand to the back leg. Inhale to lift and reach with the right hand up towards the ceiling. Exhale, fold backwards into reverse warrior. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale as you bring that front arm to that front elbow to front leg into side angle pose, and then inhale as you lift and reach. Really brace those legs, really tense everything up. So really activate all those muscles. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, and then inhale as you windmill and come up through star pose and then sit into goddess. So if you need to heel toe your feet in just slightly, really think about in goddess, really bracing your hips. So this is a really good hip stabilizing pose. Tuck the tailbone under, brace the core. Use your core to hold you in this position. We're then going to inhale as we slide to the front of our mats again, finding our tree pose. So ankle, calf, or inner thigh, never on the knees, guys. Protect your joints. Hands together, palms together, hands to heart. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and then you're either going to come through into that tuck or take a hold of that inner foot and kick back and up into dancer's pose. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release, shake it all out. You've done really, really well. I'm going to come back to the front of my mat again. And we're going to work our way down to the ground. So we're going to heel toe our feet out to the edges of our mats, finding our squat stance. Inhale as you lift the hands up above the head, palms together, and as you exhale, draw them down the center line of the body and come down into your garland pose. Think about having a nice upright torso, roll those shoulders back and down. If your heels are lifted, that's a much better position if your back is nice and straight and your torso is upright than being crouched over and heels on the floor. So find the position that is suitable for you and work into that. From here, you can just rock from side to side, play with the hips, open them up a little. And then we're slowly going to bring ourselves down into a seated position on the floor. So bring the heels or the feet back underneath you, come to a seated position on the floor, bring the soles of the feet together and just butterfly the legs out to the side for a few breaths. And then from there, we are going to come into seated figure of 4 stretch. So you might want to just shuffle yourself back slightly. Keep the right foot grounded on the floor, and we're going to take the left foot across at the ankle over the right knee, and then slide ourselves in for that seated figure of 4 stretch. Opening up that hip flexor, take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, one more deep breath all the way in. Exhale. From here, you could just maybe gently tap from side to side to get some mobility, or you can stay still. Yogi's choice. We'll do 3 taps each side, so tapping the foot, tapping the knee, getting some mobility into that hip area, and then come back, take one more deep breath all the way in, exhale, and then inhale as you slide yourself out, unravel the legs, and we'll switch sides. So left foot is now glued to the floor, right ankle comes across left knee. Inhaling as you slide yourself in and reaching that heart towards that shin. Take 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale, and then you're just gently tapping foot and knee either side, getting some mobility through those hips. Last one each side, and then gently coming back to center, unraveling the legs, and we're going to come into cow face pose. So we're going to take, in this position, we're going to take the right leg underneath the left and the left leg over the top. So if you need to, you can place the left sole of the foot on the floor like so, or you can come forwards, cross at the knees and sit back, and see if you can get your feet to sit either side of your hips with both sit bones on the floor. So the sole should be facing up, sit bones should be on the floor, you should have a nice upright torso. From here, we're going to inhale as we lift the right arm up, left arm goes out to the side, and as we exhale, we're going to reach back and see if we can clasp our fingers together. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, 2 more deep breaths. And then as you take that second deep breath, as you exhale, unravel the arms, take them out wide again. This time we're going to take left under right, crossing at the elbows. We're going to come into eagle arms. So crossing at the elbows, wrapping the arms together, finding the palms if you can, and then inhaling to lift and reach if you need to find that stretch in the rotator cuff on the right shoulder. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. One more deep breath all the way in. Exhale, and then on this deep breath, see if you can reach just a little bit further up as you inhale. Find that stretch, and then take another deep breath just like that in the new position. And as you exhale, release the hands, unravel the arms. Inhale to lift and unravel the legs as you exhale. We'll switch sides. So this time you're taking the left leg underneath the right, crossing at the knees, so you're stacking those knees on top of each other. So you can either place that foot on the floor. If you need to, you can also extend that bottom leg if it doesn't quite go round. If you want to, a good way to get into it is to cross the knees, come forwards, and then sit back. Shuffle yourself around, make sure you've got both those sit bones glued to the floor. It might mean that you need to take your feet slightly further forwards. And then we're going to do the opposite of what we've just done with the arms. So the left arm's going to go up, the right arm's going to go out, and you're going to reach back and see if you can interlace those fingers. You might find you're slightly tighter one side than the other. That's perfectly normal. 3 deep breaths. And then when you've taken those 3 deep breaths, as you exhale, unravel the arms. This time we're taking right arm underneath left elbow, crisscrossing into those eagle arms, wrapping the hands, and then inhaling to lift. Finding that stretch in the left rotator cuff. 2 deep breaths. And then on the next inhale, lift a little higher if you can, or stay put wherever you need to be. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale and release the arms. Inhale to lift the legs. Exhale, release them. And we're going to come back onto our backs now for a final supine twist. So coming all the way down onto your backs, bringing your knees in towards your chest, hug them with both arms. And then when you're ready, take the hands out to the side, palms facing down in a T-shaped position. As you exhale, drop the knees all the way over to the left. Inhale to lift and twist the head to look towards the right. You can press down on the outer thigh or extend the top leg wherever you need to be, yogi's choice. And just take 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you lift your head and your knees back to center. Exhale as you drop them all the way over to the right. Inhale to lift and twist towards the left. Pressing down on the outer thigh, letting gravity do its work, or extending that top leg. Yogi's choice. Take 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly inhale as you come all the way back up to center. Hug the knees in toward the chest. One last time, rock from side to side, massage that lower back. And then whenever you're ready, just slowly work your way all the way up to seated. And join me in the center of your mats for one last deep inhale as we lift the hands up above the head, palms together. As we exhale to the forehead, kind thoughts. To the lips, kind words. To the heart, kind feelings. Namaste.